What's going on, you guys? My name is Jett. You knew that. This is Jakers. You also knew that. So on my Instagram, I asked you guys to comment a question for the both of us. And so here we are to do the A of the Q&A. So from Electrotains, they want to know our first memory together. Okay. Alright, so we decided to do a two-part to this question because I remember the first time I saw him.
Because we met in hockey, like we've said before, so we saw each other and have memories of each other and our first impressions, I guess.
But we weren't a thing yet, you know? So, my first memory, the first time I remember seeing Jake was, I'm pretty sure it was for a Michigan Capitals tryout, or one of the tryouts.
Canton Crush, boy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it was Canton Crush, but there was a team, I think, before that. Because you tried out, and this is before you, were on the team. This was, even before, we were, it wasn't, a tryout for the team that we were about to play on.
Yeah, I think I came to your team.
Yeah. So this was a tryout for something a year or two prior to us actually meeting in real life.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I remember him and his mom walking into the locker room, and I remember just looking at you because you appeared very, very masculine, and I was I was feeling it, you know? And you were wearing your old brown fox hat. And you were wearing it backwards, and you had your long hair and stuff, and you were wearing, I want to say, a Michigan shirt and really long shorts that or maybe they were Michigan shorts, but they were down past your knees, and so you were sagging them, and you just were really, really masculine. I just remember you sitting down. Your mom was in the locker room with you for whatever reason, probably to tie your skates or something like that.
My mom did all my shit.
And that's the memory.
Wow.
As I just remember very vividly what you were wearing, and just how I was just analyzing the fuck out of you. I was like, who dat?
I don't remember that because that was long before my first impression of you.
I pay attention.
Which is wild. That is so wild. Okay.
Yeah, who would think that I would have the memory the most far back?
Yeah.
That's wild. Because that don't happen.
As soon as we start talking about old shit, you're like, man, I don't even remember.
No, I'm so bad. But yeah, there must have been some sort of emotion attached to it because I only remember things if there's sentimental reasons. Don't do that to me right now. I'm making a video. But okay, go ahead.
Okay, so my first memory / impression, I can't remember if I was talking to Mariah at the time or I knew her. I can't remember what was going on. But you were sitting next to her in the locker room, and I remember seeing you guys, and y'all were friends, and y'all were buddy, and I think I had just came to the team, so I'm I'm trying to get up in there, I'm trying to be friends.
One of those I want to be friends with that person.
Yeah, man.
I remember before we became friends on that hockey team, you were friends with Jess. And you guys were always together, and I remember being jealous.
Whatever.
I was just jealous. I was
Whatever.
We could be better friends. We could be better friends.
When I first played with him, his favorite song was Miss New Booty by Bubba Sparks.
That was the song that would play if I scored or went out onto the ice.
They made sure that it was his, and so one time it just played it was one of the songs to play during intermission. We were changing lines or whatever, and that song started playing, and I'm looking for Jett or whatever. He's coming towards the bench. He's a little guy, alright? He's got on all of his padding, and he's skating back to the bench like this. I found you, Miss Boo.
It was but every time,
dude, his shoulder pads were shaking at opposite directions.
I think that I remember
story.
The first time we ever hung out, you stayed the night. The first time we actually hung out outside of hockey. I want to say we were at the Port Huron.
Are we telling stories?
I don't know because I think this is my first memory of us becoming friends.
Okay.
It was we were on the same hockey team, whatever, but you were friends with Jess, and we would talk in the locker room, maybe talk on the ice, but it was never we weren't. It was acquaintances more than friends, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember, I want to say it was a Port Huron ice rink. We were standing in line at the concession stand. I was with my mom, you were with your dad. And I remember just like going up to you and asking you to stay the night. And I like remember you like asking your dad, and it was like a big thing, and it was like, yeah, I get to hang out together.
You remember?
Yeah. I think that that's the first time that we hung out. It was like, but it was a really big deal. But then that's when we became best friends. Because we started to talk and we just like, we looked like the same things. We were the same. We were both goofy as hell.
So that must have happened after what I realized when we became friends, because, well, when I thought we became friends, obviously, because it was prior to us actually becoming friends.
Oh my god.
But no, just kidding. That must have been like our first time hanging out.
I think it was our first time hanging out outside of hockey.
We were at a hockey tournament. I'm not even sure where the fuck we were, but we were all like in the bathroom, like a bunch of us, like, because we were out to eat at this restaurant or whatever, and we all snuck away to the bathroom or whatever, everybody's going to pee, and I was like washing my hands, and you rolled up behind me talking about how you like stole some gum from the gas station or something, and I was like, shut up.
They took a long time to dry your hands back in the day.
Wait a minute. It's like, you steal gum from the gas station? My microphone and my light. He's like, yeah, like, sometimes. I'm like, me too. Me too.
I'm really glad that what brought us together in your first memory is some scandalous ass shit like stealing gum from a gas station. Wow, it was crazy.
Oh shit, no.
Because I remember going to camp with you and me and you stealing a bunch of candy and putting in our like little swim trunks, shirt over, walk out.
Shut up, we're bad. We're bad.
Did you guys continue to play hockey after you realized you were trans? Would you guys ever get a matching tattoo?